everyone. The instructions, please read everyone.
Think of the last time someone gave you feedback. It could be a teacher, friend, or parent.
Next.
Reflection on who gave it. What was it about? How did it make you feel? Did it help you improve?
So I'll give you 2 minutes to think on someone that gave you feedback and kung ano yung na-feel mo.
Think of someone.
Someone na nagbigay sa inyo ng feedback, ano yung parito, and ano yung ginawa ng after. Kelly?
For me, is nung na-consultation kami sa report namin about our topic, and ulitin si Ma'am Yale, what was it all about, kung paano namin i-revise o paano namin i-improve yung report namin, at paano namin mas ma-master yung topic namin, how did it make you feel? At first, kasi yung preparation namin, yung isa namin simula alas 6 ng gabi hanggang alas 2 or alauna ng umaga. And then, ang na-feel ko nung pag-revise ko, kaya medyo nasaktan ako. Pero it's part of the class kasi gusto nila i-revise lahat given my objectives. Pero, ang sabi ko, para din naman ito sa improvement ko. Therefore, sabi ko sa number 4 na siya, it good. Actually, yes, kasi mas lalo ko na master or mas lalo ko na i-improve yung topic na binigay sa akin ni Ma'am such as the constructive response assessment.
So, another? So, and the last time someone gave you feedback, it's, sa parents ko. And what was it about? Yung pabalik ako dito sa kabahan, kasi maraming, diba sa sa site, maraming nangyayari yung maganda. And sinabihan nila ako na mag-ingat, and how do you make it feel that they feel loved and cared kasi nagkala sila sa amin. And yes, it helps me improve kasi every time na umuwi ako, kami make sure na safe ako. So based sa experience ni Kelly and Miss Arya, they have different agents of feedback. Kay Kelly is ang teacher, kay Miss Arya naman is parent, and kay Kelly is, sa kanya, positively affecting feedback from teacher sa kanya. And kay Miss Arya naman is positive. So, meron ba dito na feedback siya pero negative ang absolute?
Yes. Siguro ang teachers, during my senior high school time, ngayon na na-realize ko, kahit diba we take prof eds naman, mali pala yung feedback niya na gano'n na dinuro ako sa point na bakit daw mali yung ginawa ko. A teacher. Then yun, okay, so yung gi-realize ko, so yung mga na-experience ko or yung latter effect niya, like yung napahiya ako, nahiya talaga ako, like parang nagbabaang sa system na, negative factors pala yun. And then, yes.
So that's how we see a feedback. It depends on how the agent deliver it. Para magkaroon siya ng positive na effect or negative effect. So, same as us na magiging teacher. So, kapag nagbigay tayo ng feedback, it should target the specific na ginawa ng student and that you should consider how you give it to the learner so that yes, mas effective siya. So, understood?
Yes. Let's go.
The next activity is this. So I want you to compare the two kinds of feedback. So first is video or audio feedback volunteer or Sige, Sarah. So, I think yung mas better yung video or audio feedback compare sa computer assisted. Kasi yung video or audio is yung taong person talaga yung nagbibigay ng feedback and yung mga experiences nila sa life, pwede nila yung gawin as a bigay nila ng feedback and of course, through that, mas maiintindihan ng tao yung kanyang nakuha. How about sa computer system? Why do you think mas better yung video sa computer? Since computer siya, so I think hindi masyadong well-created mangyayari na feedbacking or hindi siya masyadong maganda. So, yun yung ni Sarah. Correct naman yun. Actually, research states that both of them are effective. But then, most effective lang ang video or audio kasi like sa sinabi ni Sarah, more image siya. Mas may emotion yung nagsasabi. While ang computer assisted is kung ano lang yung content, yun lang yung ibibigay niya na sa iyo siya. Next naman is reward versus punishment. So what do you think is the most effective? So what do you think is the most effective? Reward ba or punishment? Give me numbers. Sorry. And plus 5. 15. So, sino number?
Si Roxanne.
No.
Roxanne.
No. Errors.
Question is,
What is the most effective feedback? Reward or punishment?
for me, para sa akin, yung pinaka-okay siguro is reward. Kasi mas ma-boost mo yung confidence ng isang bata pag feedback mo is sometimes a day. Kasi kapag nagamit ka ng punishment, sometimes parang ma-boost mo sa
So, do you think reward can give a negative feedback to the employer? Since positive yung sinabi mo, feel mo ba magiging negative din siya?
Pwede siya maging negative kasi sometimes yung mga estudyante mag-expect na talaga ng good na reward sa kanila. Kapag naka-receive sila ng bad na mas
Sa punishment naman na negative yung pagtingin sa punishment, paano naman siya magiging positive?
Kapag ang punishment is naka-help sa estudyante magawa yung tama.
So that's it. So actually, reward is better than punishment. Although reward can undermine the intrinsic motivation of the learner kasi nagbigay ka ng prize and hindi man din connected sa ginagawa ng bata. So that is way na magiging negative yung reward. But then, research tells that the reward is more effective, 0.31, while the punishment is 0.32. ng grade yung bata kasi kulang siya ng assignment. So, yun yung magiging effect ng punishment. So, mas better pa din ang reward. But, you should connect it to the bawat task na gawa ng bata para mas maging effective. So, nakuha, yes ma'am.
Yes,
So, the
ma'am.
last activity is one. Namali ba ito?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
So, please read the instructions.
Read the given scenarios and identify what specific feedback level that the students need. Write your feedback with your pen in a 1/4 sheet of paper.
Sinong pair nyo? Meron na ba kayo nagawa ng iba? Sa akin na Yes. So this one, scenario nyo lang is number 1. So, number 1 scenario nyo. So, any representative dito na magbigay ng kanya nagawang feedback based sa scenario nito. And then, so, please note na pag gumawa kayo ng feedback, kailangan na ano nyo kung specific ba siya. And identify first kung ano yung kailangan ng learner. Anong level. Ano mali ang 4 na level? Apat na level ng sa model of feedback. First is task level, process level, self-regulation level, and self-level. So, sa task level, discuss ko na lang, binibigyan lang ng teacher ng feedback is yung task lang talaga. So, ang katumbas niya sa COPA is, dalawa yun siya. 2.11a and 2.11a. So, ang practice level naman is, ang tinitingnan ng teacher is yung strategies or method na ginawa ng student. Kung tama ba siya or mali. So, yun yung tinitingnan ng teacher. Yun yung bigyan ng and self-regulation naman, alam din naman yung self-regulation, magbibigay ng feedback yung teacher for the improvement of the learner. So, first na scenario, tingin niyo ano ang kailangan ng student. May representative na kami. Kami number 2. Tingnan niyo muna kung anong kailangan ng student na level ng feedback and then magbigay kayo ng feedback. Dapat specific, dapat may calculation. Okay na?
Yes po.
So, ano mga volunteer dito sa feedback? Sayan? Jelly? Gabriel? Or mag-dice na lang ako.
Dice na lang.
Number? Give me number. 10.
Si Jamel.
16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 isa. Wait lang, sino ba ang pair mo? Pairless. So yan yung nagawa niyo ng feedback. First, identify mo muna. Sabihin mo sa akin na nagdala lang ka ng pairless. As students and louder.
Lakasan mo.
Students will help during the day, make sure you time and having data on the tables for average period calculations. Wait lang. Magbigay kayo ng feedback na as if kayo yung teacher. So, can you repeat your, or can you create another feedback?
Anong question?
Magbigay ka ng feedback na as if ikaw yung teacher. So, kung ikaw ang teacher, ano yung feedback mo dyan? Last level na feedback level. Sabi niyo last level.
Halimbawa, I'm the teacher, right? I'm gonna tell my students that use your time, secure your time, and pick up I want to tell my students that use your time or manage your time or use your time wisely so that you can make the task accurately so you can finish the task on time.
Sa tingin mo yung feedback na yun is task level siya or self-regulation level? Agree ba lahat ng group 1 na task level ang kailangan ko?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ano mo nasabi?
Ay, alam naman nila yung task nila.
So, na another hand na lang. Wala press na. Tell me. Sige, magbigay ka ng feedback.
Dito? So since ang problema dito kay hindi accurate yung every second na pag-measure ng student. Therefore, alam na nila yung task na ibinigay sa kanila.
Anong level na kailangan?
Self-regulated level.
Actually, practice na.
Ay, okay.
Based sa level na yun, magbigay ka ng feedback.
Sa process, to manage or to measure your time accurately, you need
Time for solving your problem. Time, measuring time yung ginagawa nila ng class.
yeah. Kailangan
Yan the types of process.
kailangan sa bago ka mag-umpisa is naka-ready na yung timer mo and then observe every movement of the object. Then if andun na siya sa final nga stage, kailangan pindutin mo kaagad stop so that you will have an accurate time measurement.
So, Connor?
For me naman, if I was teacher and my problem ng ganyan, since they're having difficulty with the process is law, which is magkuha ng data nila, and using the table, I would give a feedback. Kasi for example, they can use another method of organizing data in a way na organize na yung data or mag-alas na yung data in an easy way na mathematical.
So, both of them are correct naman. Pero, just like Paul na feedback niya, na-identify na din yung mali ng student. So, that's specific na feature ng feedback. And then, nagbigay ng strategies si Paolo kung paano mas ma-improve ng student yung kanyang ginagawang method sa class. And, ayun, ganun magbigay ng feedback. Improvement of a sa process pa. And the second one, yun ang magbigay ng feedback.
Students are having trouble managing their time and evaluating the effectiveness of their experimental design. Some students are falling behind on data collection, while others are unsure how to analyze the results or structure their research.
Anong level?
Self-regulated lang. Because when you notice the problem right there is it's about managing their time, not just their time, but they are having a hard time in managing on how to do their task, like kung gagana ba yung experimental design nila or not. So if I were the teacher, I would probably have the feedback of giving them the time to self-introspect first and compose themselves, and might be you can suggest as well that they can have their own to-do list so that they can really manage their time and use their time efficiently and effectively for their experiments and research.
So you're correct. So yun no, as what I've said, dapat alam mo, ma-identify mo kung ano ba yung incorrect na ginagawa ng learner, and then you provide a feedback for the improvement. Tama yun lang. So, I hope that you learn how to give a feedback and mas matutunan kayo sana kayo. So, to sum it up, effective feedback depends on how you deliver it, how you construct it, and you should always remember na kapag nagbibigay kayo ng feedback, meron kayong guide na question. That is, kung ano ba yung goal na ibigay nyo or paalala nyo sa learner, ano ba yung specific na feedback nyo sa current na ginagawa niya, and ano ba yung future improvement na ibigay nyo sa ma-advise nyo sa learner. So, if you already know how to give feedback, it could not only be for the academic improvement of your learner, but then it can also serve as self-regulation improvement of the